The next one, cotangent of x over 2 plus 1 is equal to 0. Let's go about solving this one using the same approach that we did before, but now I've got a cotangent. So first we'll start by getting that cotangent by itself. And then we're going to take the reciprocal. Remember, the reciprocal of cotangent is tangent, and this is very key. You are not going to take the reciprocal of what's inside the function. You take the reciprocal of the answer. So this is sort of a goofy one because we have negative 1 over 1. If I were taking the reciprocal, it's really 1 over negative 1, which you know is the same thing as just negative 1. So that sort of looks like it's the same answer, but what we did is with the reciprocal, we take the numerator and make it the denominator. The denominator becomes the numerator for the answer side. You do not flip what is inside the tangent, or any trig function for that matter. Now what we can do is we can take the arctangent to both sides. So x over 2 is equal to the arctangent of negative 1. And if we go to our calculator, the arctangent of negative 1 we can see is going to be a negative 45-degree angle. And we know arctangent is negative in the first and the fourth quadrant. Excuse me, in the second and the fourth quadrant. So we know this is going to be a pi over 4 angle, and this is pi over 4, as that's what 45 degrees is in radians. We know right here is going to be 2 pi. We know right here is pi. So this angle, as we measure from here to the hypotenuse, is pi over 4 before pi. So my first answer is x over 2 is equal to 3 pi over 4 plus 2 pi n. And this right here, you can also write it as 4 pi over 4 if you're not sure I came up with that. 4 pi over 4, then 1 pi over 4 less is 3 pi over 4. This one then, x over 2, 2 pi is the same thing as 8 pi over 4. So this is pi over 4 before that, which is 7 pi over 4. And then as I solve this one out, I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. And I've got to be sure to multiply the entire quantity by 2. So then that gives me 6 pi over 4 plus 4 pi n. This here would be 14 pi over 4 plus 4 pi n. And then that fraction reduces to 3 pi over 2 plus 4 pi n for my first solution. And then my second solution there is 7 pi over 2 plus 4 pi n. So the big key on that one is realizing that when you take the reciprocal, you take the reciprocal of your answer, not the reciprocal of what's inside the function.